This is an unapologetically Cold War game set in the 80s.
Set in the 80s.
The Cold War we set out to build is realistic. It's plausible. Most importantly, it's inspired by a gritty historical tone that we've woven into every element of our game's world and story and gameplay. Black Ops Cold War is here, and it's ushering in a new chapter of deniable operations that are undeniably Call of Duty at its very best. Realistic, plausible, gritty.
Lame Truth here. I've used that particular clip before. Vonderhaar lying to our faces about Black Ops Cold War, false advertising, if you will. And it's one of those things in Call of Duty. I see these stupid skins getting released, and I just want to get this out of the way before I get into the main meat and potatoes here, but I have a problem with Call of Duty doing these skins because they don't market the original game like that. They market it like David Vonderhaar was marketing it, and then they pull a bait and switch later because tonally and like identity-wise, they have no idea what they want to be or who they want to appeal to anymore. They try to appeal to everyone, and it does not work. Everyone ends up pissed off. There's a reason why, consensus-wise, Call of Duty is constantly getting shit on no matter what they do, because they have no concrete identity, and a game made for everyone is a game made for no one. But anyway, that clip about Vonderhaar at the beginning is sort of relevant to today's topic, because we are getting Black Ops 6, which is set during the Gulf War, and it will be a blast from the past. Historically, that is going to be the tone. I remember when Cold War came out, set in the 80s, as Vonderhaar said, and they proceeded to not do anything with the 80s theme. They could have had so many crossovers that would have made sense. If they're going to be arcadey about it, bring in like, I don't know, Stranger Things, or get some actual 80s bands or something. As far as I can remember, the only 80s thing they actually had was Rambo. But then they had like stuff from Scream and Die Hard, which was 90s. It made no sense, made no fucking sense. Now we have Nicki Minaj, we have the shambling corpse of Snoop Dogg for the, umpteenth time. And we're at a point with Call of Duty where they will do anything for money. I mean, hell, they just released a Boba Tea bundle for Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone, which, whatever, man. I can't anymore. If they launch the game like Black Ops 4, where it's futuristic and, it's obviously not set in reality, or X-Defiant, which is this conglomeration of Ubisoft IPs, Fortnite, like, that stuff makes sense because it's fantasy. I have such an issue with Call of Duty doing it because they bait and switch you. They literally fucking lie to you from the start. But anyway, I digress. I want to talk about a few things this video because they are going to nickel and dime us to death with Black Ops 6. And I'm here to just make this video and call it now so that I can come back later, reference this video, and be like, I told you so. That's something I've done a lot over the years. It's very easy to see exactly where Call of Duty is headed as long as you're not blinded with nostalgia goggles or hype glasses or what have you. It's super easy to see what they're going to do. Now, I knew this was happening straight off of the rip right when they announced that Black Ops 6 would be on Game Pass. They're raising the Game Pass prices. I'm sure you saw this yesterday, but it should come as no surprise. To release this game for quote-unquote free, they want to get their money back. What's the best way to do that? Up the price of Game Pass for literally no fucking reason. Look, man, I thought Microsoft buying Activision would maybe like put an end to this stuff, but no, I mean, it's arguable that prices are just going to continue to rise as we continue here. I mean, the whole world's kind of like this, but especially with gaming, everything is just getting more and more expensive. I'm pretty sure the Ultimate Edition for most games peaks over $100 now, and it's getting to the point where I want to play a free-to-play game. If the free-to-play game impresses me, then I'll spend money on it. Otherwise, I don't want to drop $70 on something or even get a Game Pass subscription for something, and then it ends up just super disappointing. I don't want to waste my money because I'm already wasting my time, and my time, honestly, is more valuable. So I'm going to go ahead and call this right now, man. I saw this on Twitter, and I'm like, you know what? Call of Duty is going to find a way to monetize this, as well as other stupid memes and other ridiculous bullshit. This is the only thing they can innovate on, and it's super cringy because, like, This stuff just does not age well. Just memes in general, or like this 15 minutes of fame, like kind of, I don't know, trends, they don't age well. Like, check this out. So the Hawk Tuah girl is reportedly close to signing a deal for a reality show about her life via TMZ. I saw that and I'm like, they're really going to try to cash in on this thing that's going to be old in about 2 weeks. And I'm like, Call of Duty's going to do something with it. And you might be thinking, that's insane. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. Guys, they have Nicki Minaj in the game. This 5'2" big titty black woman. Like, she's in the game, you know? Like, I mean, you got bubble tea heads, you got weird rat people, you got, well, you did have Tim the Tap Man and Nick Merckx. They will do anything if it makes them money, and they are going to try their hardest to make money this year because they're trying something new with the Game Pass thing, okay? I guarantee you the bundles are going to go up in price and they're going to be dumber than ever. You are going to be subjected to the cringiest stuff. This Fortnite Lite, like special ed edition stuff. It's going to be disgraceful. I'm not even going to say a disaster because people are still going to buy it, but it's going to be disgraceful. I'm not playing Call of Duty to see a lot of this stuff. I'm playing Call of Duty because I miss that old tone that it had, and I know it's never going to go back to that, but I wish they would just market a game and stick to that tone for the life cycle of the game, because it's only around for a year anyway. Put the stupid stuff in Warzone, I guess, if you want to, but for that year, at least, just stick to bundles that are maybe exclusive to the yearly release title that also carry over. I don't know. At this point, why even have like a set period? Why even have a tone? Why even have like modern in your title if you're not going to stick to it? I mean, do you guys remember the Vanguard shit? My team versus the enemy team? What a slap in the face to World War II. Like, I mean, honestly, it's honestly disrespectful at a certain point. Would it kill them just to make a game for 1 year and not do stupid stuff? You know what I mean? I mean, it kills them to just make a good game in general. And let's get to my next point here. I'm going to repeat this up until the launch of the fucking game because I want you guys to really, really resonate with it. Because I'm not wrong, okay? Repeat after me even in the comments section. Type it out so you remember it. Take some notes here and come back to the comment, you know, 4 months down the line or whatever. But... and I quote, "They'll never sell you a Call of Duty that's so good that you're not going to buy next year's release." I can say it till the end of time. No one will truly get it until they find themselves playing these games for the past like decade or decade plus in my case, and they realize that they're never quite satisfied. They're always let down. The hype is so much better than the actual experience. You know, I can sit here and make a video saying that, and it was my last video, saying that they're purposely withholding things because they don't want to make a game that's too good. They can't market anything without taking so much stuff away or fucking up almost intentionally or messing with things that no one wanted messed with. You know what I mean? Like, they can't innovate anymore. They have no new ideas for this yearly release stuff, so all they can do is just kind of jiggle our balls a little bit, juggle what they put in, what they take away, etc., etc. Guys, I'm just sick of it. If a game company's not trying to give me the best game they possibly can on one single IP, I'm just done with it. You know, I kind of thought they would stick to Warzone 1, but they ended up making Warzone 2, which realistically was a disaster. And then they took it a step further and they made Warzone Mobile, which, who the hell even still plays that? What a disaster. The last I heard, it was making people's phones catch fucking fire. Like, I don't understand how they can make things so bad, and people just like ignore the issues. I'm not saying that games don't have issues. XDefiant has issues with this new season here, for example, but I just don't get how Call of Duty can be doing this for so long and continue to make the same mistakes and continue to release things that are horrifically broken. I mean, right now, between the cheaters, the packet burst, the lag, the servers, etc., the game might as well be unplayable. And that's not a facetious statement. That's not me exaggerating. That's not hyperbole. Shit is so bad, they finally addressed it on the COD Updates Twitter, which I said, 9 months too late, guys. It's too late. I mean, arguably, it's like 5 years too late, because this has been an ongoing issue. Packet burst, bad servers. Again, it blows my mind. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be a fanboy. Please, someone explain to me all the people complaining about netcode or whatever in XDefiant, because I guarantee these people play Call of Duty. How are they not absolutely disgusted? Like, how does dying around a corner every now and then even equate to the dog shit packet burst, packet loss, high ping games if you manage to do well? Maybe it's just something to do with, if you're bad at the game, you get better connections overall. Maybe that's it. I don't know, man. I don't even know where I stack on the skill bracket with Call of Duty. All I know is I play XDefiant. I have not had a single issue with the servers. I connect to my friends just fine. We all can play just fine. We matchmake just fine. You know what I mean? The servers are always good. There's the occasional issue where people won't join games in progress. Like if somebody leaves and the game's too far in progress or whatever, it won't fill the lobby up. That's like a problem I've noticed in older Call of Duties as well. Just like in general, like Black Ops 1 had that issue. I think a lot of games in general have that issue. Something with the server not like showing up after so long. I don't know. It happens this particular match in TDM here because I make the enemy team rage quit and the lobby just doesn't backfill. But outside of that, like I don't really have any issues whatsoever. Guys, I swear to you right now, this is not me being mean. This is not me being negative. Call of Duty Vanguard, I could not even play. I couldn't even play with people on that game. And you know that's true if you played it. That game released, I couldn't party up. It would glitch out like 9 times out of 10. I'm serious. And then we'd finally get into a match and it just kicked my friend or my friends if I was managing to play with more than 2 people on that shit heap fucking game. On top of packet burst, on top of servers literally crashing if you did too well. I'm not making that up. I have gameplays on this channel of me popping off and the server just crashes. I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand. I will take dying around a corner occasionally and a lobby not backfilling occasionally when people rage quit over literal unplayable horseshit. I don't see how everyone isn't up in arms about this stuff. Again, does it just not happen to the lower tier, like Timmy No Thumbs players? I don't understand how something so bad takes so long to get addressed. I mean, I don't get it, man. I can't be crazy, right? I can't be crazy to be just fine with how XDefiant's online stuff works. Like, again, I can connect with my friends. I can get in the lobbies with ping around 30 consistently. I have no real issues. That's perfect. Fine, man. I'll die around a corner occasionally. Fine. Whatever, dude. My ping's stable. I'm not rubber banding. I have no packet loss. I have no packet burst. I have no shenanigans. Like, I don't know, man. Guys, Black Ops 6, seriously, Black Ops 6 needs to fix all of these things, or it is going to fail. Mark my words. Have I been wrong yet? The last time I was wrong is when I said Battlefield 2042 would be a good game and would kill Call of Duty that year. I mean, they were set up for it, man. They were set up, like, perfectly, and they somehow botched harder than Vanguard did that year. I don't understand it. If Battlefield was going to compete with Call of Duty and overtake them, that was the year. Vanguard was the year to do it because that game was such a monumental disaster. Like, I mean, I could have made probably like a game where you just throw bananas at monkeys or whatever and called it Call of Duty Shoot-A-Man Banana Edition or something. And that would have probably done better and got better reviews than Vanguard that year. You know, honestly, I kind of want to cover this in a video. Maybe I will at some point, but it wouldn't surprise me if Activision Blizzard like sabotage, like paid devs to sabotage Battlefield 2042 or something. If that came out, like some scandal or something like that, because they knew how bad Vanguard was, like, it wouldn't surprise me. It really wouldn't surprise me. I kind of want to do research on it and just kind of theory craft because, man, what if, you know? What if? Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me. I had to cut out a lot of this gameplay just because the enemy team rage quit, but we ended up going on a 23 kill streak, so pretty damn sweet. TDM and XDefiant, I'm not a huge fan of it, but I am a fan of how it rewards you for going on a streak with weapon XP. My God, I got so many weapon levels after this. It's a shame I ran out of ammo on my A12, but anyway. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like rating, subscribe, ring that notification bell. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Do some parting advice?